Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Music Theory Mondays. And today we're going to be giving you an introduction to what's called the whole tone scale. Now let's break down what that means. Whole means, in relation to music, it means a whole step. Okay, so if you're playing the piano from the key of C, if you go from C to C sharp, that's a half step. But if you go from C to D, that's a whole step. Okay, so whole step, tone representing note, and then scale representing scale. So whole tone scale, which means we're going to be playing a scale from one letter to the octave of that letter. We're going to use the key of C. Okay, and all of the steps involved in that scale are going to be a whole step apart. As you probably know, all other scales have a mixture of whole steps and half steps and variations, right? This one is specifically all whole steps between every single note in that scale. All right. Now, to give your ear a basis, I'm going to play the C major scale first. There's C major. Now here's the C whole tone scale. All right, as you can tell, it's very different sounding from the major. I'm going to do it one more time. Here's major. And here's whole tone. Now, from a sonic perspective, what's going on here is you start out just like you do with the major, but then there's this rapid jump on the fourth note, and then ending on the octave. So halfway through, we get like a raised feel. But the thing that you got to realize about the scale is that all the notes are a whole step apart from each other. So there's no half steps. There's no augmented seconds. There's none of that. It's all whole steps. And because of that, it's the type of scale that's hard to compose with because it kind of breaks all the rules. But there is one specific chord that you can play this over in music, all right? And that chord would be a dominant chord with a sharp 5, all right? So in the case of the C whole tone scale, if we're going to do a dominant chord based off C, we're going to go C, E, G, B flat, but we need to raise that 5 up to a G sharp. All right, so you end up with C, E, G sharp, B flat. All right, it's not the most beautiful chord, but what it allows you to do is to improvise over that whole tone scale without having to break any rules. All right. So if you look at all the notes in your chord, C and E are over here, and then the G sharp and the B flat are over here. So you can use that chord to improvise over that whole tone scale, or use the whole tone scale to improvise over the chord. All right, that's pretty much all we've got for you. Next week we're going to be taking a look at a song that actually uses this chord and scale combination within the song. It's just a very short 2-measure phrase. If anybody has any idea what song this is, please let me know in the comments below. All right, as always, thanks for watching.